Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. So last time we were playing, we were up on top of the hill, but I think we're going to go back to our little swamp project. Now, I had to reset some of the machines because I was doing a little bit of a cleanup project there when I was modding. So some of the machines got reset, so we're going to bring this stuff back out to the woods. So what I actually want to do, and me and Chad were playing on some multiplayer stuff that'll be coming up here pretty quick. And I determined that the best way to use the clam bunk is to process the wood before you start loading it onto the clam bunk. That way it gets rid of all the little bits and pieces that you see sticking out, like the limbs and such. And that way it's way easier to load the wood, you get way bigger loads, and it looks a lot nicer. So I decided that's what we're going to go for. There we go. That was a really off-beaten grab there, but we got it. So I'm going to try to get both of these guys on here, and we're going to go for another little trek all the way down. So we go back over to the swamp, and what I'm going to do, and I don't know, because the water's really deep, it might be a bit of a pain in the butt, but what I want to do is try to process the wood on the spot and just leave them in piles. I usually cut to 15s. That seems to be the best size for getting pieces. And then I will basically pull it out in piles, and then we can load it on with the loader. That way we don't have to use the loader to really do any piling, because this guy, this processor here, will be doing all the piling for us. I think it'll actually work out pretty good. So let's get this guy on here. I know the processor doesn't lock, so we'll have to take it a little easy going out here. And also try to remember what direction I'm going. I'm pretty sure it's this way, because we had the bridge we had to cross, right? Can I get through here? It's a little tight, but I think we can do it. Let's see here. Got so much junk laying all over the place here. There we go. We also got to unload that load. We'll get to that one time. Sometime eventually, we'll get to that. We're going to have to be cutting up some shorts here eventually, so let's worry about that when we get to that bridge. So let's get through here. We're going to go up around this way. Should be an interesting little project up here. So hey, this this topic of the day thing is actually, I really love it. You guys are so engaging on the comments since I started doing topic of the day. I know there's one episode I missed it there, and it was funny to see the difference in comments compared to the topic of the day episodes. So on all these Logging from Scratch episodes, I've actually made this list of topics at random. If you guys come up with ideas for things you want discussed that we haven't already discussed, leave a comment saying what thing you want, and basically I'm doing anything versus anything, and I'm sure eventually we'll run out of topics, but I'm sure having fun with it. So today, this is based off a comment from somebody earlier. We're going to be looking at the topic of track machines versus wheeled machines, and basically which one you think is better, which one do you like to operate, which one do I like to operate. Personally, I like track machines, but I wouldn't say it's enough to say that I wouldn't use a wheeled machine. When it comes to a feller buncher, I would prefer a tracked feller buncher, mostly just because of the control. But I have things like the LeBaire that are on that is on the tires there, and it's I don't know, it seems to operate just fine too. I think it's more of a preference of what it looks like and stability and speeds. Tracks are a lot more, I would say, stable. There's a lot less suspension give in tracks than there is if you have tires with like full suspension on them. So I mean, that's one thing you have to take into account. The other thing would be, well, I guess not. It's not really a big issue, but I mean, I think it's mostly just looks that people go for more than anything. I mean, the tracks grab the ground so good in pretty much every other instance. The tires tend to slip a little bit more. I mean, if we're talking Farming Simulator versus real life, I can't really give you a comparison because I've only used Farming Simulator as my reference point. But in real life, I'm sure for speed, wheeled machines take the cake because you can actually, move them a lot quicker and get a lot more distance with them. Track machines are generally much slower, so I mean that's kind of the kickoff between the two. Yeah, I don't know. Leave some in the comments below. Let me know what you like. Do you prefer track machines? Do you prefer machines with wheels on them? What's your deal? So is that that's enough off the road. We should be good there. All right. Oops. Got our lone skidder up here. Okay, so what I want to do... Is this one running too? No, I think I turned this one off. Yeah. So what we want to do is take our processor here, and we're going to go down to these piles that we made. Oh, yeah. This guy will do fine in here. Now, my biggest fear is that while we're doing this, we're going to maybe leave some of the logs hidden underwater while we're working. That's kind of the biggest concern. But I'm not too worried about it. I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is set this to 15 meter logs. So 15s, because I know 15s give you the best, well, it seems to be the best grabs. Oh, apparently I don't have access to this land, so let's buy this section. Ooh. Oh, I don't have enough money. How much money do we have? We only have 48,000. Oh, no. Okay, so now we're going to have to sell this load, which is oddly inside my machine here. I don't know what's going on. It slid over there or something. Let's go like this. And back it up a little here. There we go. Unlock it. G, unlock. Whoa. What is going on here? I wonder if that's something to do with the boom? Huh, weird. I wonder why it's bouncing around. It wasn't doing that ever before. Huh, so strange. Let's get these logs up here real quick then before it gets real ugly. I wonder if it's just because I left it sitting for way too many save games. But I can't say we've ever had that problem before with it sliding. Unless there's something's changed. Yeah, look at these logs. They're like spaghetti noodles. We'll just have to unload it faster before it gets too out of hand here. Something must be caught somewhere. That's the only thing I can think of. Holy, look at these. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's just let this all get out of control here, because this is so strange. Why? Why is it doing that? Here we go. Just disconnect that trailer. That's so strange. That'll... how about we make that our thumbnail? That'd be good. Like, what the hell just happened here? I honestly don't know. I've never, ever had that happen. And the worst part is I haven't changed anything on this mod. I think something happens when you... If you save the game with, like, a locked load or something, something happens where... Oh. Well, that's good. I don't know what's going on there. That's, There is some kind of science occurring here. I wonder if this claw is the issue. Like, maybe it's grappling its own claw. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, I see. So this claw is literally... This claw was literally hitting into its own frame. I gotta make that. I gotta fix that. I know how to fix that, though. That's so funny. I'm glad you guys got to see this. The ridiculousness of modding. This will be a fun little project to clean up here for me. So yeah, basically what happened was when I twisted that claw and folded it in on itself, there's no... So there's something called collision pairing. And what collision pairing is it makes it so that an object doesn't interact with itself. So, for instance, on some of the forwarders, you notice how you can, like, drag your claw right through, like, the stakes, like these stakes here that I'm smacking. You can, like, drag it through them without it actually hitting it. I made that just so it was easier for people to manipulate trees and stuff, but apparently I didn't do it on the grapple itself to the truck. So what's happening is the truck is hitting against itself, and the game does not like it when an object collides with itself constantly. 'Cause it treats it basically as, I don't know. I don't know what. It's just basically a glitch. It doesn't know how to calculate the physics of touching its own physics. I don't know. I don't know how to put that in words that make sense, but it just glitches out. It's almost like the computer can't calculate itself. It's like a calculator trying to divide by 0 or plugging a power bar into itself, I guess. That'd be the... just doesn't work, man. Anyway, so that's probably why it was literally losing its mind there on us. And probably when I got into the truck, I might have bumped the claw or something and made it do that. But that's okay. I know how to fix that. I just got to add a collision pair between the claw and the truck itself. And that should be all good to go. That way you can tuck the claw right into itself. It'll go right through itself without an issue. Which is not super realistic, but neither is a lot of things in this game, so that's life. Well, I'm so glad you got to experience that with me. That was something else there. Also, another thing I gotta fix is this claw likes to get hung up on itself. Something to do with this. It's always dangle heads. God, dangle heads are always... I mean, this one works pretty good, but if you get it at like a weird angle that's not supposed to like operate at, then it glitches out pretty horrendously. So let's get all this crap in here so that we can have a little bit extra money, and then we can buy that land. So we only have 48,000 bucks right now, which ain't a whole pile of change. I can just pick this trailer up and get out of here. That'd be ideal. Just want to drag it right out of here. Oh, we're going to knock our machine over. Whoops. That's a very heavy pup. Heavy pup, that one. I just want to get this pieces out of here. We can drag it out. Oh, so close. And this is what we're going to play for the rest of the game. This is an episode of Pick Up Sticks. Brought to you by FDR Logging. There we go. Oops. I did increase the weight on this claw, so it's actually a lot nicer than it used to be. It's a lot easier to manipulate big piles, too. Basically, what was happening before is when even when me and Chad were playing, is you'd go to put the head into a pile, and it would just kind of float on top, and every time you closed it, it would just kind of skim the top without actually getting the wood. Big pain in the butt, that was. All right, so let's go use our claw here to our advantage. Yeah, so anyway, we would skim the tops of the piles, and it wouldn't pick anything up. So what I did is I made the head on the LeBaire super heavy. So now all you have to do is basically kerplunk it down on top of, on top of a load itself, and squeeze. And what it does is it literally just drops back down into the pile and grabs all the wood. It's pretty sweet. So let's put this here. Just trying to make some ugly piles here, so we can get this sorted out. Slip and slide. There we go. Beauty. See if I can reach these little ones here. Bit of a stretch. Oh yeah, just barely. Well, who would have thought this would be the rest of the episode, hey? So much for getting our processing on. I was just like, hey, let's make a little bit extra money. I guess we'll buy that area, and then next episode will be solid processing time. Clean up those piles, maybe make some new piles, and then once that gets all sorted out, we will be good to go. Let's put that one in the middle. Is that basically all the ones over here? I think so. Drive our truck in third person here. Feels so weird driving your truck while doing this. It's bizarre. And slide this one over here. Come here. Get your butt over here. Hey. Slip it in over here. And we're going to be using this trailer, that's why I don't really want to get rid of this one. So let's see if we can bump it over. Alright. I kind of got to grab this one here because I know I'm not going to be able to reach it. Arm is just a little too short here. Let's go like this. Bloop. It's funny how you have to manipulate all these little individual pieces to make this work. There we go. And badunk. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Actually, we're going to need it to go pick up our short log trailer again here. Hop back in this one. Should be able to get this all in one grab here if life's good to us. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, maybe 2 grabs. Ooh. It's a good grab, though. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. There you go. So, yeah. You guys can leave your opinions about track machines versus wheeled machines. I know it's not a super in-depth subject. I got a long list of interesting subjects that are going to be coming up, so some of them will be ridiculous and stupid. Others will be probably interesting, maybe. And then some will just be very controversial, maybe. I don't want to get too controversial. There we go. 67,000. Oh, yeah, that's a good load. Like I said, I don't want to get too controversial because I don't want to... Oh, what? Balance. Oh, 150. Oh, it's 250,000. Well, you know what? We're done with these properties, so why don't we sell these? Goodbye. Goodbye. Now we should have enough to buy this one. There we go. Now we got money. Okay. Oh, and there's a stick right here. So let's, what? See, this is why I'm never, ever doing this again. Never doing these stupid sell point, or purchasable land things. I hate it. It's the last map you'll ever see this on. It's all going to be buy one, buy all, take one map now. Logging like a boss. And this little piece of wood that's just hanging out here, I don't know what its deal is. I can't get those pieces. Okay, let's sell this one real quick. Bloop. Okay. So let's go check this out here. I just wanted to see what kind of terror we've created. There we go. So basically what it is, I brought stick in. Oh, I see. So let's go like this. See, it's fine if you don't move the stick, but as long as I create it so there's no collision pair, it shouldn't be a problem. I just can't close it all the way because it'll hit itself, and that's why it was freaking out on us there. We'll hook onto our little trailer and just kind of park this guy off to the side for now. There we go. Oops. And yeah, like I said, if you guys have any topics or things you want discussed, as long as it's not too graphic, I will. I'll put it on here, and we'll topicize it. Like I said, hearing you guys' comments is the funniest stuff, and some of it's so hilarious. It's just like, I don't know, I just get a real good joy out of reading that stuff. So keep it up. It's fun times. I really want to straighten this guy out a bit before we call it good on this video. Let's go like this, and then go like this. There we go. She's a bouncy boy, this one. Without the stabilizers down, very bouncy. I kind of wanted that effect after I got the stabilizers working. There we go. Beauty. And we'll leave you sitting right there. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it on this one. But when we come back in the next one, we'll finish up processing over in the swamp there, because there is lots of fun work to do there. And then maybe we will take something up the hill to go clean up the rest of that wood we got and call that site complete. I was thinking about maybe starting our own little side project somewhere else, doing something else as well. So we'll see how things go. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.